Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the United Quest credit card. So I'll be going over the main features of this card, its pros as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a much better idea of whether or not this credit card is a good fit for you. But before we go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive up to $200 in free stock, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Robinhood. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then simply link your bank account. You do not even have to make an opening deposit. At that point in time, Robinhood will be sending you one free stock worth all the way up to $200. Okay, so diving right into the main features of the United Quest credit card. First off, we are going to be discussing miles and how much you can earn with this card. So starting out, you will be earning 8 miles on United flights. That's going to be 5 miles on fare from United as a Mileage Plus member, plus 3 miles earned on the entire United purchase. Then you'll be earning 4 miles per dollar spent on hotel stays booked through United Hotels. You'll be earning 3 miles per dollar spent on United purchases, 2 miles per dollar spent on all other travel, 2 miles per dollar spent on dining, including eligible delivery services, 2 miles on select streaming services, and then on all other transactions, you will be earning 1 mile per dollar spent. Now with this credit card, there's also going to be a spend bonus as well. So as long as you're able to spend at least $4,000 within the first 3 months of having this card, you will be receiving a spend bonus of 70,000 bonus miles. Plus, you're also going to be receiving 500 Premier qualifying points once again if you're able to spend the $4,000 within the first 3 months of having this card. Then on top of that, if you add an authorized user with this card within the first 3 months from the account opening, you can earn an additional 5,000 bonus miles. So with all that said, there's going to be 75,000 bonus miles between the $4,000 in spend within the first 3 months, on top of adding an authorized user within the first 3 months. Now, on top of that, you can also receive some other benefits with this card as well. So just starting out, you can receive up to 10,000 miles in award flights each year in the form of a credit. Starting with your first account anniversary, you're going to be getting 5,000 miles back in your Mileage Plus account after you take a United or United Express operated award flight booked with your miles. And then you can earn this up to 2 times every account anniversary year. Then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving a $125 annual United purchase credit. So with this, you can receive up to $125 in statement credits each account anniversary year as a reimbursement for United purchases charged with this credit card. Then you're also going to be receiving your first and second checked bag for free. So the primary card member and one companion can each check a first and second standard bag for free. Savings of this are going to be up to $360 per round trip, so you can definitely save a lot of money there. Moreover, you can also earn up to 6,000 Premier qualifying points. So with this, you'll earn 25 PQP for every $500 you spend on purchases with your United Quest card, up to 6,000 PQP in a calendar year. That can be applied towards your Premier status qualification. Then you're also going to be receiving priority boarding as well, so you will be getting on your flight a little bit quicker. You can also receive up to $100 in global entry, TSA PreCheck, or Nexus fee credit every 4 years. You're also going to be getting 25% back on United in-flight and club premium drink purchases. So you'll be getting that a little bit cheaper. And then finally, you're also going to be getting premium upgrades on award tickets. Now with this card, you can also receive some travel and purchase coverage on top of all those benefits as well. So just for instance, you will be receiving trip cancellation and interruption insurance. So with this, you can be reimbursed up to $1,500 per person and $6,000 per trip for your prepaid non-refundable passenger fares if your trip is canceled or cut short by sickness, severe weather, and other covered situations. You're also going to be receiving baggage delay insurance as well. So with this, it is going to reimburse you for essential purchases like toiletries and clothing for baggage delays over 6 hours by passenger carrier for up to $100 a day for 3 days, so $300 in total. You'll also be receiving a lost luggage reimbursement as well. So with this, if you or an immediate family member check or carry on luggage that is damaged or lost by the carrier, you are going to be covered up to $3,000 per passenger. You're also going to be receiving trip delay reimbursement. So with this, if your common carrier is delayed more than 12 hours or requires an overnight stay, you and your family are covered for unreimbursed expenses such as meals and lodging up to $500 per ticket. You're also going to be receiving auto rental collision damage waiver, and with this, the coverage is actually going to be primary. With a lot of other credit cards out there, that benefit is actually secondary. With this card, though, it is going to be primary coverage. Then, on top of that, you're also going to be receiving purchase protection. So this is going to cover new purchases for 120 days against damage or theft up to $10,000 per claim and $50,000 per calendar year. And then finally, you're also going to be receiving extended warranty protection as well. So this is going to extend the time period of the U.S. manufacturer's warranty by 1 additional year on eligible warranties of 3 years or less. And then finally, with this credit card, you're also going to be receiving some partner benefits as well with DoorDash. So you're going to be receiving Dash Pass, which basically is going to be 1 year for free with that. With that, you're going to be receiving unlimited $0 delivery fees and lower service fees on eligible orders. So now that we went over the main features of this card at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and dive into the APR and fees. And of course, that's also super important to know about as well. So starting out on purchases, your interest rate is going to be anywhere between 21.99 to 28.99% based on your credit worthiness. Then as far as balance transfers go, it's going to be exactly the same as your purchase APR. So with that said, it's going to be anywhere between 21.99 to 28.99% based on your credit worthiness. Then as far as cash advances go on this channel, we usually recommend to stay far away from cash advances. This of course should not be considered financial advice, just my own personal reasons. Usually with them you have a very high interest rate, plus you have to pay a lot of fees as well. But if you do decide to take out a cash advance with this card, just know that your APR on them is going to be a whopping 29.99%. plus a lot of fees as well, which we are going to go ahead and dive into right now. So as far as the fees go on your cash advances, you are going to have a fee on each cash advance of either $10 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. Then as far as balance transfers go, even though it's probably not going to make a whole lot of sense to do a balance transfer with this card, at least starting out, because your interest rate probably isn't going to be that much lower than what you have with other cards out there where you might be paying a lot of interest on a month-to-month basis. If later down the road they do offer you like a 0% promotional APR for like 12, 15, or 18 months, and you decide to take advantage of that, it's still not going to be completely free though. There is going to be a fee on each balance transfer. That fee is either going to be $5 or 5% of the amount of each balance transfer you do, whichever happens to be greater. Then as far as late or return payments go, there is going to be a fee on each late or return payment of up to $40. So with that said, you might want to consider setting up auto pay, marking your calendars, do whatever works best for you. Just make sure that you are paying on time. That way you can avoid the late payment fee of up to $40. Then as far as foreign transaction fees with this card, there are no foreign transaction fees. So if you do happen to travel abroad, this is definitely a credit card you can take with you and continue using, and you won't be charged anything extra for doing so. However, there is going to be an annual fee with this credit card. So every single year with this card, you are going to be charged $250. So that is something that you are definitely going to have to sit down and evaluate on a year-to-year basis. Is paying $250 for this credit card worthwhile for me? Am I getting at least $250 or more back in value to make paying $250 for this card worth it for me? That's something you're going to have to evaluate. So now that we went over the main features of this card as well as the APR and fees, at this point in time, I'm going to go over what I would consider to be the best things about this credit card and the worst things about this credit card. So we're going to start out with the best things. Starting out, of course, is the fact that you will be receiving the 70,000 bonus miles as long as you're able to spend at least $4,000 within the first 3 months of having this card. Also, if you add an authorized user within the first 3 months of having this card, that's going to be an additional 5,000 bonus miles. So in total, you're going to be receiving 75,000 bonus miles potentially within the first 3 months of having this card. Then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving a $125 annual United purchase credit each account anniversary. So that helps offset partial amount of that annual fee. Also, there are no foreign transaction fees with this card. Then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving 2 check bags for free for the primary, which would be yourself and your companion traveler. So that's definitely going to save you a lot of money on check bag fees. And then you're also going to be receiving up to 10,000 miles in award flight credits each year, starting with your first account anniversary. That's going to be 5,000 miles per flight taken. So that can definitely add up as well. So those are the good things about this credit card. As far as the drawbacks go, the first one obviously is that $250 annual fee. Even though you are getting a lot of credits with this card, you are going to have to sit down and figure out, like, are you taking advantage of those credits? If you're taking advantage of those credits and they're offsetting the annual fee, great for you. It might be a card you can keep on a year-to-year basis, and you don't really necessarily mind paying the $250 for this card. And then also the fact that this card, you're not receiving like airport lounge access. That's definitely a disadvantage as well. But to sum things up here, all in all, if you fly United quite a bit, this card is definitely going to be worth it for you, not just for the first year with that spin bonus, but perhaps even for the second, third, and fourth year, because you're receiving all of those credits and it's probably going to be saving you a lot of money. However, if you fly United, sure, but then you also fly other airlines and you're not necessarily extremely loyal to United and you really don't fly them all that often, in that case, this credit card is probably not going to be the best for you, especially in the second year moving forward, where you're no longer receiving like the spin bonus. But that's all we have for today's review. I certainly hope you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.